I'm a Michael Jordan.
Alright, what do they gotta say?
Happen to be talking about Bulma by any chance?
Okay.
Guys, it's Ash here with Watchmojo, and these are the top 10 times Dragon Ball went too far.
Define too far.
Oh, hey, Bulma!
Okay. So I guess they're gonna go for probably sexual content, would be my guess, would be the main thing. I like this because he calls her boobs saggy. That was pretty funny. That's one thing that was kind of funny and super. But I guess they're gonna go for probably sexual content, maybe some violence. But I mean, it's anime, so both those things should be par for the course.
For this list, we're going to be looking over the times that the Dragon Ball franchise may have overstepped the mark with its content.
Overstepped what mark? It's fucking anime. Do you guys not know how anime works?
Full disclosure, this is mainly going to...
I mean, that one's clearly going to be on there, right?
Some rather unfortunate decisions made during DB's earlier years.
I mean, unfortunate. It's fucking anime and manga. It's pretty common shit.
Hardcore fans, you already know what's up.
Okay.
Think there's anything we missed out on? Let us know
Probably not. You probably picked way more shit than I would have put on here.
in the comments. And if there's a Dragon Ball list you want to see, go to my Twitter at AshJBo and let me know.
I'll be sure to not do that.
Number 10, The Dead Puppy.
Interesting. Interesting start off. Not what I expected at all, but,
I'm gonna do everything I ever wanted to do.
I always think Chris Sabbath's Australian accent just kind of... I can't take him seriously. It's like he's trying to do a Steve Irwin or something.
Murder.
Like, I mean, it works for Jace, but, like, this guy, all I hear is Jace, too. You know what I mean?
Planets, wipe out civilizations, even kill the farmer with a shotgun, but to take out such a precious pup, that's a step too far.
No, it fucking isn't. Have you guys seen Elfin Lied? Way more graphic of a dog killing scene. Also, again, he literally just described the things that are way worse than that happens in this series. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love dogs. I do, but, like, come on.
Mainly a vehicle to show that the once monstrous entity of Martian Boo is
God, that's so manipulative with that little subscribe thing they got coming up. Fuck you.
capable of change. This fluffy companion became collateral damage when a crazed gunman unloaded a whole armory on Boo's home.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's to soften up Majin Buu. It's the same way Araki uses dogs. I mean, everyone likes to meme that Araki hates dogs when he kills them off in JoJo, but it's clearly done to, like, make the villains seem more villainous, because that's, like, it's a cheap tactic that gets done in a lot of fiction, to be fair. Like in horror movies all the time. Oh, no, he killed the dog. That means he's evil, even though he just killed, like, 30 people.
While the puppy would ultimately be revived,
Exactly, it's Dragon Ball, so death doesn't even fucking matter.
of Mr. Satan holding its lifeless body was one of the darker moments in the series canon.
I mean, it's dark, sure, but there's so many dark moments in Dragon Ball. Like, the entirety of Bardock, the father of Goku, is darker.
No androids or aliens, just evil humans shooting an innocent dog.
I mean, but there was a demon with Majin Buu, so I mean, it's not like just normal humans. I mean, he's not the one who killed it, but still, I'm just saying, it's not like this arc was away, like, oh, completely away from androids and aliens type shit. Like, it's still Dragon Ball. I get what he's saying, oh, you know, it was a human doing this thing, but again, it doesn't fucking matter. Saiyans killing planets, I don't find any darker than humans killing planets if they were to do it. I do think it was overall a decent scene, because again, it kind of humanized Majin Buu, but...
Number 9, offering Bulma to Old Kai.
Based.
Goku can be a sneaky bastard when he wants to be.
After all, the Earth has some very beautiful women on it.
In order to get the Old Kai's aid in the fight against Majin Buu, Goku strikes a deal that promises he gets to kiss a beautiful woman in return.
Fuck yeah.
So naturally, he offers up both Gohan's girlfriend and Vegeta's wife.
The one you get to kiss.
It's hard to say if Goku really had a grasp of what he was doing here or
Oh, he must at this point. Come on.
not, only that we're pretty sure Videl and Bulma would take major umbrage with being offered up as prizes without consent.
I mean, to be fair, he did like, he got Launch for Roshi. I mean, Launch was kind of naive, too, but again, it's not like it's the first time.
Kind of a miracle that Vegeta didn't Big Bang attack his face off for this little stunt.
I mean, Goku can kick Vegeta's ass no matter how angry he is. Vegeta is always weaker than Goku. As much as I love Vegeta, Vegeta's one of my favorite characters. He's my second favorite character after Bardock. He's never been able to beat Goku, like, except for, like, when he was first introduced. And even then, he still lost. Because Toriyama hates Vegeta for some dumbass reason.
Let him kiss your woman!
But she's not near as pretty as Bulma is, see?
Yeah, he's right. Chi-Chi sucks.
Number 8, teleporting into Bulma's room. While this scene does make for a nice callback to some of that old-school DB comedy that we all miss, it also has echoes of all the times Bulma unwittingly ended up in some rather awkward situations.
In a way, that's also a callback.
Oh, hey, Bulma.
I mean, that pause is kind of funny. I like that.
With his instant transmission technique now going haywire, Goku accidentally lands in Bulma's room, just as she comes out of the shower. He might have been able to talk his way out of it if he hadn't decided to make a certain comment about Bulma's wayward chest.
Well, I mean, she's getting on in years.
Look, I wouldn't come here just to see her boobies. Yours are too saggy now.
Based.
Oh, blow, man.
What's wrong with you?
Number 7, Goku's first girl.
Yeah, again, this is an ongoing joke in Dragon Ball. The Goku finding out what a girl is and, like, patting him on the groin to see if they're a girl. That's, again, it's fucking weird, but it's anime, and it's like an ongoing thing in Dragon Ball, so I wouldn't consider it just one time. It happens all the fucking time in original.
On the one hand, this entire interaction is perfectly fitting with young Goku's character.
Are they going to put in a bunch of scenes like this just to pad it out, even though they're all the same joke?
He's an alien, he's an isolated child, and he has never encountered a female human before. So
It's true, he's very naive.
naturally, he's going to be curious about her lack of tail and other distinct...
And she kind of encourages it with her offer of a trade, which is more explicit in the Japanese, I think. And in the manga, and like in the movie, she says she'll show him the real difference between boys and girls, whereas in this, she just says she'll give him a peek. But I don't know, I think, if I remember right, the Japanese dialogue's more risque, but I don't remember for sure.
features.
Dragon Ball Super. This is not Dragon Ball Super, you fucking moron.
And yet, there's still no getting around the Goku snooping around Bulma's lower regions.
Well, again, she offers to show it off, so, you know.
Does get a little uncomfortable to watch, especially when he gets all handsy.
When he gets all handsy, he's just trying to figure it out. He's stupid.
Well, I care about seeing your dirty old fanny.
Thank God Gohan was raised differently.
Yeah, see, again, recurring joke. They do that a lot in Dragon Ball. Again, it's not what you'd expect from what's typically referred to as a kid series, but again, it's anime. It's kind of par for the course.
Strange. It feels like there's nothing there.
And it has a good pun, too, when he says, your balls are gone, and then she runs up to find the Dragon Balls.
Number 6, Russian Roulette. Guns
How is this dark?
is certainly a thing in Dragon Ball,
Exactly, so why is this, like, a big thing?
often used by the poor fools about to get wasted by one of the main characters.
Yeah, again, guns are shown to be pretty useless in the Dragon Ball universe, but they are there.
I've got something to show you. And it's my gun.
And while they've never spelled
That is a
doom
big-ass
per se,
revolver.
watching someone play a game of Russian Roulette
This whole arc was filler, by the way. Princess Snake, I'm pretty sure, does not exist at all in the manga.
and lose makes for a rather unusual viewing experience, especially if you're one of the 90s kids just trying to watch some anime.
Just trying to watch some anime? Do you know how much more fucked up shit there is in anime? Shut the hell up, you pansy.
I haven't lost a game yet. You just use one bullet.
We get that it's supposed to be a gag, but come on, challenging Goku
But come on, again, have you never seen an anime before?
to a game of chance before blowing your
Pokemon had guns in it all the time, too. It just got cut out over here.
brains out. This was the weirdest and most disturbing side quest
It was not the most disturbing thing. Fuck off.
we've ever seen Goku tackle.
Bang, you're off to the races.
Fuck yeah. It's funny.
Number
Again,
5,
guns are useless in Dragon Ball.
Motorboating 18.
Again, this is also par for the course. Roshi does shit like this all the time. Roshi being a perv is his entire character.
Roshi really must.
So again, trying to narrow this down to one moment, I think is, I mean, it's whatever, but like, again, it's pretty common. I wouldn't call this a time it goes too far. It does this shit all the time.
Death wish. He's so dedicated to his perverted ways that he'd happily incur the wrath of an android just for the chance to cop a feel.
Oh yeah.
I hit something soft and fell in the wall.
Does. Seeking his chance.
Again, Roshi's antics are pretty funny. Like, I mean, again, it's anime. It's common. And what the hell is up with these dots on her face? Or is that on my screen? No, that's on the video. I thought maybe there's some dust on my screen, but there's these weird dots on her. Can you guys see these? What the fuck?
The now reformed Android 18, the Turtle Hermit goes all in. Hope it was worth it since grabbing a feel of 18's bountiful CPU rewards him with a broken neck and a blow that sends him flying into the side of the ship.
Yeah, see, he's punished for it. There you go.
Come on, man. Even a daughter was in the room.
Yeah, it's true, but Roshi's a dirty old man. I don't think he has any standards.
Number 4, Oolong becomes Bulma. After all the crap they've pulled...
Yeah, I remember this joke. In this one, like, if you pause it at a certain frame, you can actually see her tits.
It really is a miracle that Vegeta hasn't at least turned Oolong into a pork roast by now.
Okay, have it your way, piggy.
Have it your way, Burger King. Trademark.
All right, I'll do it.
With just as much of a perverted streak as Roshi, combined with the ability to transform, it seems...
The dialogue is also much more raunchy in the Japanese version of this scene. In English, he says something like, do you want to have a look or something? Oh yeah, now I remember! The scene with Bulma, the thing she says in the Japanese is, okay, but just a little feel, alright? Whereas in the English, it's a peek, right? But in Japanese, this scene, he's like offering him to like motorboat her. Like, because he's like, you want to puff, puff, puff? And that's how the puff, puff joke got started in the Dragon Quest series, too. But again, in the English, they just changed it to like a peek.
Natural that we'd get a moment like this.
Even now, my heart's still beating like a drum.
Yeah, see? That's the puff, puff. He's like saying he can motorboat him.
Bulma asks him to
Which, you know, kind of gay, dog. I mean, I know he's trashing Bulma's reputation, but still.
Distract Roshi for her. Oolong takes things one step further by turning into a bustier version of her, Playboy bunny suited.
Bustier? She looked exactly the same.
Included, before showing off the goods.
Can't you tell?
Again, if you pause it during a specific frame here, you can actually see her nipples.
Number 3, pulling down Bulma's top. One of the most paused moments in all of anime, and yet another reason for Bulma to reevaluate.
Again, this is just more of the same. Like, they're saying this is top 10 times it went too far, but these are all the same thing happening. You know what I mean?
Social circle.
Just stand right here, okay? And Master Roshi, if you could stand right over here for a second.
In order to overcome an
This is
enemy,
a clever way to get past him, though, I guess.
To make use of one of Roshi's legendary nosebleeds to expose the fight. How does he bring about such a nosebleed?
I mean, yeah, you've already built it up. You've already said what it's going to be.
Okay, now!
By pulling down Bulma's top in full view of everyone. We doubt this technique would have worked as well against the likes of Frieza, but then again, you never know.
Well, it wouldn't have worked against Frieza. Especially since Dragon Ball... A lot of the gaggy stuff kind of goes away in Z, which is another reason I like Original better, because Original didn't take itself too seriously most of the time. Z kind of makes it much more like trying to be serious a lot of the time.
I'm completely covered. Oh yeah, like a target. No.
Number 2, Krillin's golden shower.
Okay, people getting pissed on happens all the time in Dragon Ball too. Like in the Broly movie, Trunks pisses on Broly. Or was it Goten? It's one of the two.
There are a lot of WTF moments in the older Dragon Ball movies, but Dead Zone might take the cake.
Again, the same thing happens in the second Broly movie, so...
Not because Garlic Jr. or any of his cronies are particular...
Oh, you know, insert obligatory Chisu joke about Garlic Jr. being Pan's boyfriend for some reason.
Interesting. It's because a very young Gohan spends half of the movie drunk off his ass due to fermented apples.
It'll make you weak.
Dude, like that episode of The Simpsons where Bart got drunk. Not really that controversial. Also, Dead Zone's okay. It's not my favorite, because the Garlic Jr. is kind of boring. Like the Garlic Jr. arc is my least favorite arc of Z. Dead Zone's a little bit better than that, because it's just one movie, but still.
While that may not seem so offensive, the fact that he goes on to pee in Krillin's mouth for no reason, yeah, not gonna lie.
Again, people get pissed on all the time in Dragon Ball. It happens a lot.
It's just plain weird.
Oh, gross. Why would you look up? Move the fuck out of the way. That's what I would do. Thank God they're not showing the front angle, because it also shows cock a lot when they piss on them.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe
No, fuck you.
to our channel and ring the bell to get
Be sure to not do any of these things.
notified about our latest videos.
No, you guys upload like every second. Like, I'm exaggerating, but they upload like 15 fucking videos a day. I would not want those notifications.
Have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your
How about you don't?
settings and switch on notifications.
God, that's so manipulative.
Number 1, Bulma's final flash.
Again, the same joke. Like, they couldn't really. They just padded it out with a lot of the same recurring gags.
The one moment in DB history that will live in infamy forever. One that we imagine Bulma...
I mean, it's not really the one moment. There's so many moments like this. But again, I mean, this follows up, too, from the joke of Goku taking off her panties because she thinks she has them on.
would do anything to erase.
If you were to let me...
See, this they got right as Dragon Ball, so why the fuck did they call the other one Dragon Ball Super? And to be fair, I haven't been paying attention the whole video to what it says, so...
Her underwear?
You want to see my...
Master! In order to get her hands on Roshi...
And again, I think this was just kind of the way to introduce the way Roshi is, too.
Dragon Ball, Bulma agrees to show off her underwear, which she does. Repeatedly.
But she's not wearing any underwear. Are they going to mention that?
The real kicker here is
Yeah, okay,
that,
he's gonna
for
mention
some
it.
reason, Bulma failed to grasp that she wasn't wearing underwear at the time, and as such gives Roshi more than an eyeful than he ever could have anticipated.
Yeah, again, it's following up on the gag from the beginning of the episode.
Oh, Toriyama, you rascal.
There! Huh?
I give up. It's yours.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this...
I mean, that was certainly not as frustrating as the Simpsons one, but there you go.
What am I watching? I don't know, but I hate it.
What? I have the smoothest balls in Iceland.